Welcome back to The Vocalist. We are revisiting the band Iron Maiden. I've heard them once before, so today we are watching the official video for the song Trooper. Here we go.
You fire musket, but I'll run you through. So when you're waiting for the next attack, you better stand, there's no turning back. The fewer sounds, the time begins. But on this battlefield, no one wins. The smell of iron smoke and horse's breath is a virgin into certain death.
I hate watching any like war scenes and battle scenes when I see a horse fall over. It just, I don't know, it just makes me so sad. I want to go back to the beginning. What a cool, such a cool song. I think my favorite thing I can't even say so far. A lot's happened so far, but one thing I'm really enjoying is you get this sort of dun 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 in the bass line, so it does kind of feel, you get that sort of galloping feel of a horse. At least that's what I'm hearing. I think that's what was intended. Let's go back, and then we'll talk about some vocals too. So faint, dun, 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 dun. And I can't tell quite like what the strumming pattern is, but it's giving me that sort of, yeah, that galloping feel. I don't know.
You'll take my life, but I'll take yours too. You fire musket, but I'll run you through. So when you're waiting for the next attack, you better stand, there's no turning back.
I feel like I need to get in the habit of rewatching some of the old reactions to see what I commented on if it's been a while, because I'm sure I said this previously, but I love how he's coming in so strong. This is definitely more in that sort of chest, maybe chest dominant mix area in his voice, but it would be so easy when you're using so much air pressure to just kind of go splat, and it feels so contained, like so laser focused as he's saying all these words and just giving us this intense but yet controlled sound. I don't know. I really like it. Let me back it up.
You'll take my life, but I'll take yours too. You fire musket, but I'll run you through. So when you're waiting for the next attack, you better stand, there's no turning back.
He's also got this tiny, tiny gravelly quality in his sound that is just, I don't know, it's like a little bit of froth on top, you know? It's so faint, but it just, it adds this extra little edge, and obviously it suits the piece, suits the style so beautifully. And there, already just going up into that mix. I love it.
So when you're waiting for the next attack, you better stand, there's no turning back. The fewer sounds, the time begins. But on this battlefield, no one wins. The smell of iron smoke and horse's breath is a virgin into certain
And I don't know if I heard this very much in the first song that I heard from them, but despite the fact that Bruce Dickinson has an incredible range, he's keeping that sort of mid-range melodic line here, and we're getting harmonies on top that are so beautiful and so crisp and just so precise.
The horse's breath as a virgin into sudden death.
I just love his approach to vocals. Let me go back. I just want to hear that all again. There's something so special when you are able to really combine the idea of gorgeous, gorgeous singing with just projected speech, maybe even yelling, because that, especially when it comes to the rock genre or any sort of insane belt that you have to undertake, it's a combination of both. Because if you get stuck in a place where you're, oh, I gotta be singing this, and you kind of start to tighten everything and just set everything in place, whereas if you're trying to get someone's attention from far away, your air is flowing beautifully, you're supporting from the abdomen, everything else is engaged in your body so that you're taking a bit of the pressure off of the larynx and all of the muscles at work in there. And so finding a happy medium like he has here, I'll try and point it out, because there are moments where the words almost sound speech-like, or that he's really not trying to carry the tone through the end of a really long phrase. He's just landing on it and getting off of it right away. Here we go.
The horses went with very bring to run. The manual of the Russian guns.
So obviously that first note, when he went up into that mix, he sustained it. Beautiful singing. When he said guns just here, he was, I feel like I'm not verbalizing this very well, because he's obviously still singing, but there's a difference between, just sort of like holding on to a note and letting it go. You can still phonate, you can still create sound in both ways, but when you're hanging on to a note, feeling like you just have to sing, or you really have to sustain a certain rate of vibrato, all these different things, it's so much easier to kind of just get locked in place. And he is so free in his movement and with his body on stage that I don't know. I can't even say it's effortless, because he's working hard, but I love his approach. I don't know how else to say it. So right there, let me play that again. He's not really trying to just like sing. He's just touching the note and sliding off of it. And I think it's such a great tool when you're trying to keep everything high energy and you've got lots of big notes and you're really wanting to utilize your air pressure as efficiently as possible.
We heard the bodies that lay on the ground, and the Russians fire another round. We get so near yet so far away. We will live to fight another day.
Even that, when he said live to fight another day, you can almost imagine, absolutely, he could 1000% just really sing into those notes, but he's just he's hitting them and he's letting them go and just, I don't know, putting them into the ether. I love it.
We heard the bodies that lay on the ground, and the Russians fire another round. We get so near yet so far away. We will live to fight another day.
I like this.
We got the coast near enough to fight. Where the Russian gets me in his sights. He pulled the trigger and I feel the blow. I must have barrels take my horse below. And as I lay there gazing at the sky,
We're getting a little bit of variety in terms of texture because before I said, ooh, you get this little layer of grit in so many of these notes, and I feel like he's backing off a little bit in some moments here. Not that it's a little smoother, we'll say that.
he pulled the trigger and I feel the blow. I must have barrels take my horse below. And as I lay there gazing at the sky, my body's numb and my throat is dry.
I actually want to play that one more time. Of course, I'm seeing this close up myself. I don't know if the video is gonna need to be blocked, but it looks like he's tightening just a little bit around his mouth, which would be super smart in terms of keeping the sound a little bit more focused and not allowing spread. But of course, I don't know the recording process, if there were live elements to making this official video, if they were lip syncing, all of that stuff. So
When the Russian gets me in his sights, he pulled the trigger and I feel the blow. I must have barrels take my horse below. And as I lay there gazing at the
Right there.
sky, my body's numb and my throat is dry. And it's a late forgotten and the road, without a terror to the haunted road.
I won't back up because it's so faint, but the end of that last phrase, you can also see just that gorgeous down and back jaw position. He doesn't, as much as he opens his mouth, he doesn't like hyperextend and pull the jaw forward. And I don't know. I mentioned it the first time, like so many good technical things happen, but it's really hard to notice or to point them out when he's so high energy all over the stage and the vocal line is so intense that you just sort of taken aback by the sound, and it's hard to focus on what you're seeing, but it's just everything is positioned and set up so beautifully. I went with the official music video for this song because when I was looking up live performances, I kept seeing stuff that was a bit more recent, and having not heard very much of the band, I wanted to hear stuff from the 80s, you know, when all of the music was coming out. So the downside to that is I didn't want to rewind very much because of like the battle scenes that were scattered throughout. I just get really sad when I see the horses fall over, which is why I was looking to the side as much as I could. Nonetheless, I really love the opening theme anytime you hear that in a rock song, I think that's such a smart move, but also it's a fun one for the audience because as soon as it comes on the radio, you know exactly whose song it is, you know what you're about to listen to. And I think that's when it's a good theme, I mean, who doesn't love that? But also, I mean, in terms of intensity and energy, same as before, it's just nonstop. And I can only imagine how incredible it was to see them live because they just don't let up. And to see that alone is incredible, but then to hear that, especially in the vocals and what he is able to continue to do song after song, like I said, just technically so sound and so strong, and I mean, stamina for days. It's so impressive to hear. So yes, I know I need to hear more, and sooner than later. I don't remember the last time I listened to them, but it's been a while. It's been too long. So that is it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching with me, and hopefully I will see you next time.